Hello everyone. In user-defined function, till now we cover three forms of user-defined function. They are parameterless user-defined function, second one is call by value, and third one is call by address. Now there is one special type of user-defined function available in C programming language, that is recursive user-defined function. Now what is recursive user-defined function? So let's start with recursive function or recursive user-defined function. So recursive function. Look, what is recursive function? Recursive function means when a function called itself, at that time we call that function as recursive function. Call the function recursive function. Now what does it mean by called itself? Now look, we are talking about called itself means function calling. We are talking about function call. And why function call is required? Function call is required to use a function. Clear? Now what does it mean by called itself? Look, when called itself means call a function from its body. Now call a function from its body, that means we are going to use the function from its body itself. Clear? So use a function from its body itself. Whenever we use any function from the function body itself, at that time such a function is called recursive function. So let's take an example how this recursive function looks like. So let's say we have a function with name ABC parenthesis and then function body start, and within this function body, look, there is general instructions are there. We did not call the function ABC from its body, then this function is a general user defined function. Now if within the function body along with other instructions, if we call the function ABC itself, look, here we are calling the function, call the function. We call the function ABC from the function body itself. Function, that this is our function body. Now look, from the function body of ABC function, we are going to call the function itself. That means this function is called itself. This function ABC function is called itself. So as the function called itself, that's why ABC function is called a recursive function. Clear? This is what we called a user defined function is recursive user defined function, or simply use recursive function. Clear? So this is the basic concept of recursive function. So next we will take an example and we will see how system will work when we call a function itself. Clear? Let's say our function is void abc parenthesis, and within this function other instructions are there. Within these other instructions we also call the function itself, abc function, and after that also some other instructions are there within the function body. Clear? So look, we currently we will not focus on other instructions. We will focus only on the recursive call and how system will work with the recursive call. At that thing we only focus for now. Clear? So now this is our recursive function. Now we need to call the recursive function from our entry point function, otherwise control will not come to this particular abc function. Clear? So this is our entry point function, that is void main, and inside the main function also we can have some other instructions, and after that we call the function abc, and after abc also there is a possibilities to have some other instructions. So we write all those parts by just dotted line. Clear? Now come to the execution part of this particular recursive function. Look, so system start execution of the program from entry point function, that means main function. So what happened in the memory? In the memory part, system will allocate a block for this memory, for this main function. So let's start. This is our main function, this is our memory part. Clear? So in main function there are some instructions are there. System will execute one by one all these instructions and finally come to the function abc. That means from this main function abc function will called. Clear? Now what system will do? System will jump to the function abc. That means again a new block. System will enter a new block. That means a memory will create for this function called abc. Clear? Now what happened? Memory is allocated for abc function, and then system evaluate one by one each instructions and finally come to the recursive call. Now look at here. Whenever system comes to this particular recursive call, at that time what happened? From this abc function, system again call abc function. That means control again jump from this particular instruction to the start of the abc function. That means from this abc call, so control again jump to the function definition, start point of the function definition. That means again system will enter to this new block. Clear? Now that means from this abc function, control again jump to a new block again with the name abc, and within this new block. Now look, why this new block is created? Because from the abc function we called that function itself. That means whenever we call any function, control of the program execution automatically jump to the start point of the function definition. So we are calling the function abc, and where is the start point of this abc function? The starting point of the abc function is here. That means from this particular point, control again jump to the starting point of the program of the function definition. Again function definition and enter in a new block, Clear? So whenever enter in a new block, control first or system first allocate a memory for the new block. Clear? Now in this case the new block is again for abc function. So this is our new block. Now in this case system again enter to the block and execute all the instructions one by one, and again come to the ABC function. That means again what happened? Again system encountered a function call instruction, and whenever function call instruction encountered by the system, at that time control of program execution automatically goes to the start point of the called function. So which function we are calling? We are calling ABC function. That means control automatically jump to the definition of the ABC function. And where is the definition of ABC function? The definition of ABC function is here. That means from this particular location, control automatically come to this particular point. Clear? Now from this ABC function, again we called ABC function. That means from this particular point, control again come to the start point of the ABC function and enter inside a new block. That means again a new memory block will create for the ABC function. Clear? Now inside this particular function definition, ABC function definition, again system will execute this instruction, this instruction, this instruction, these instructions, and finally again come to the function call. That means ABC parenthesis. Clear? Now again function call encountered, that means again it will go to the start point of the function definition. That means from this function definition again ABC function is called. That means control again jump to a new block for ABC function. Now a new memory will create for ABC function. Now look at here each time when execution of ABC function start, execute all the instructions that are above the function call ABC, and whenever ABC function is called, at that time control again jump to the start point of the ABC function. Clear? That means here a loop is formed. Clear? System come here, go back to the function start point of the function definition, again start execution of the new function, again encounter the function call, again go back to the function start point of the function definition. And how long it will continue? It will continue like that. It will continue for forever. It will continue for forever. That means it will never going to end up. That means in such case execution will never going to stop. So it is a bad programming strategy. That means it is a bad programming strategy. So how to control this infinite loop that form for the recursive function call? That means by default recursive call form an infinite loop. Clear? Now, so how to control this infinite execution of the recursive function call? So how to control? Clear? Hope you understood the problem with recursive function call. Now how to control this program execution? That means the execution of the program, how we can control so that it will never enter into an infinite loop. That means infinite repetition of execution will never going to occur. How we can do that thing? Because of that, to control the infinite execution of or infinite loop execution of recursive function call, we need to use a termination condition before we use the recursive call. That means above this recursive call, here this is called recursive call. Before this recursive call of the function, we need to specify some termination condition so that we can control the infinite execution of the recursive program. Clear? That means before that, from start point of the program and recursive call, before that, in this particular position, we need to specify some termination condition. For why? Termination condition to control the recursive program execution. Otherwise, it will enter into a infinite execution loop. Clear? So, that means the actual syntax of the recursive function for the recursive function call will be void abc, and then some instructions are there, and then termination condition. Termination condition required to control the infinite execution of recursive call. Of the recursive call. And then this is a single statement, and then we will recursively call the function. Clear? If someone or some programmer not specify any such termination condition, at that time the recursive program will continue its execution until the memory is overflowed, or until all the available memory in the system will not used. Clear? So this is the actual syntax of recursive program, and this termination condition, we call this termination condition as base condition. We call this termination condition that we use to control the infinite execution of the recursive call is called base condition. Clear? So